Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to do a chakra reading when it comes to you and your twin flame. We're going to ask about the past, present, and future. Okay, so we're going to ask about the past, which is going to show you what you're bringing in from the past when it comes to you and your twin flame. We're going to do the present, which relates to what is happening now. And then the future will show you what is required for the future. What is required to help you and your twin flame master this twin flame journey. Okay, so this sounds like fun. Also, I'm offering 10-minute free readings to all of my new subscribers. So if you decide to subscribe, if you'd like a 10-minute reading, then please email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. Also, if you're interested in leaving a review on my Etsy shop, especially if you've been a client, that would be greatly appreciated. If you would like to leave a review on my Etsy shop, I'm also offering a free reading for anyone who would like to do that. Just say, hey, I'm interested in a free reading, and then I'll leave a review. Okay. So let's start. So let's ask about for the collective. So this is for the collective, for the twin flame collective that is watching. Okay, and this is a timeless reading. So when you click on it, this is the right time for you. Okay, so it's a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest as well. Okay, so let's do the past first. So what are the twin flames, the divine masculine and the divine feminine? Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Well, we're going to do one for the divine masculine, one for the divine feminine. We're going to do the divine masculine first. Okay, so this is for all divine masculines. We'll do that first, and then we'll do the divine feminine. All right, so for divine masculines, what are you bringing in from the past? What are you bringing to the table here? What are you bringing to the twin flame relationship from the past? This is for divine masculine only. Divine masculine. Okay. What are you bringing in from the past? Okay, we got divine wisdom. Ooh. From the past, you're bringing in divine wisdom, divine masculines. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. So probably this is from your past lives. This could be, this could be from your, starseed family, or this could be maybe you grew up in a household that had spirituality. Interesting. So from your past, you came in with some divine wisdom, whatever that looks like to you, whatever divine wisdom you developed. So let's look at the present. What is relating for the divine masculine? What is happening now for the divine masculine? Okay. And usually you're on the twin flame journey because of some divine wisdom that you already have. You don't just get to be on the twin flame journey without any divine wisdom to begin with. You're pretty much already kind of esoteric when you get onto the twin flame journey, if you ask me. Okay, so what's happening now? Interesting. Well, we got relationships reversed. Yes, that is exactly what's happening now. That makes total sense. So yeah, so relationship not being very it's kind of in a disarray, not exactly harmonious. So what is required? So what is required to make this relationship card back to normal? To be upright. What is required by the divine masculine? What needs to happen so that the divine masculine can be in a harmonic relationship with their twin flame? Have a rebirth. A rebirth. Yes. So we're going to get more information on that, this rebirth. So what does this have to do with this rebirth? What does this have to do with? Well, let's just first ask the chakra cards. What does this have to do with? What does this have to do? Let's see if the chakra cards can help us. Otherwise, I have all these other cards to clarify. What do you mean by rebirth for the divine masculine? What does this rebirth look like? What is this about? Interesting. Okay. So it's like, okay, so we have soul healing reversed, which I find very interesting. So soul healing is usually about, going within and like healing your soul, but this is reversed. Okay. And so, okay, so it's an imbalance. Oh, okay, is what they're telling me. Okay. Oh, okay. I get it. So this is your wait, I'm sorry, root chakra, solar plexus chakra. It's not telling me which chakra this is. It is the solar plexus, right? Orange. Yes. It might be sacral. I apologize. It's not telling me which chakra this is, but this might be the sacral or it might be the solar plexus. And so this is imbalanced. Okay. And so that's what they're telling me. They're not saying not to do this. They're saying that this chakra is imbalanced. And so that's what it does mean. You need to heal the soul. That's what they're trying to tell me that this is. So that's interesting. So this is the root chakra. And this is what's imbalanced right now. So you have to balance out your root chakra. So we can also find out like how to balance out your root chakra and what that looks like. And then I do believe the I do believe the orange. This is orange. I think it's orange. This could be yellow. um, I don't know. It's I believe it's. Hold on. I'm just gonna look it up. I don't know what color this is, orange or yellow. I think it's important to know. So this one is doesn't even tell you in the book which one this is. Anyway, I don't know which one this is. This is Soul Star chakra. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, they call this the Soul Star chakra. So the Soul Star chakra would actually be underground. Okay. So your Soul Star chakra is imbalanced. So that would be healing your soul. Okay, very interesting. Okay. That I didn't know. Okay, so let's find out how to do this. Let's choose this deck. Okay. So how to do this, how to balance this out, how to balance this out, how to balance out the Soul Star chakra. Okay, no, they're telling me the root chakra. Okay, how to balance out the root chakra. That's fine. How to balance out the root chakra for the divine masculines. That's why the relationship is not balanced right now. How to balance that out. Okay, we have maturation, growing up, introspection, know thyself. Okay, so that's the problem. You don't know yourself right now. That's the problem. So for divine masculines, you need to know thyself. Okay, they call this the dark moon. That's about introspection. It's about growing up. It's about maturation, being mature. So knowing thyself. So that you can't be in a balanced twin flame relationship without knowing yourself, okay? And that'll be part of your rebirth, okay? Well, that's going to actually heal your relationship. But let's also ask about the soul healing reversed, how to balance that out, how to balance that out for the divine masculine, how to balance out the soul healing, how to do that. How do we do that for divine masculine? Yes, know thyself. What does that mean to you to know yourself? For me, it's a lot about integration, integrating all of me. Yeah. And not about listening to, okay, yes, it's not about, I'm sorry, it's not about listening to outside voices, but at the same time, it is because the outside voices, that is your soul talking to you. It's like your soul is jumping in their bodies and talking to you. And it's not always like a sage type advice that you're getting from other people. It's just more like sometimes it's very triggering, and this is your soul trying to show you what's not healed from your inner child and from your ancestors and past lives. Okay, and so that is going to help heal your broken soul. I know that sounds weird, but our soul becomes fragmented because we don't heal parts of ourselves, and our soul cannot embody this avatar that we have, our beautiful bodies. When we have all these trapped emotions, right? I mean, here this woman looks very serene, but it came out reversed, right? So it's almost like you are like listening to other people, and but you're not, instead of transmuting it or healing it or knowing that it's your inner child and seeing the mirror, instead you kind of you're triggered by it instead, and so, but the soul is trying to come to you in any way possible to help heal you, okay? And so, and unfortunately sometimes it is through triggering, but that's how we learn. So that's what I'm getting for the divine masculine. Woof. Okay, let's look at the divine feminine. Sorry, it doesn't tell me what different chakras they are, but that's okay. We don't have to know the different chakras. I can't tell what colors they're giving me here. Okay, so let's look at the divine feminine. Let's look at the past, present, and future. What are you bringing from the past, divine feminines? What are you bringing in from the past? What are you bringing in? What is coming in from the past for divine feminine? For the divine feminine, what is coming in from the past? So we have listening reversed. Oh, interesting. Well, it also could be inner. So for some of you, this could be you were having, because as a divine feminine, the divine feminines are usually, they have already mastered their inner like knowing, their intuition. So like, so when they come in, it's like, oh, is what they're telling me. So for those of you, you really listen to your intuition. The reason why you even got to your twin flame was because you listened to your intuition. Your intuition is what brought you to your twin flame. Right. So you did that inner listening. So you knew like that was the direction. So that's beautiful. So you were listening to your inner intuition, and that's what's brought you to your relationship. So what's going on presently? Okay. What's going on in the present time? What's happening in the present time frame when it comes to the divine feminine with their twin flame? What is happening? What is presently happening right now with divine feminine? What's in the present? Ooh, spiritual awakening, upright. So what's going on right now for divine feminine is a huge spiritual awakening that's happening right now. That's beautiful. All right, and what has to happen in the future for this to go well? What has to happen? What does the divine feminine need in the future for this to all come together? What does divine feminine need to do or have or ooh, universal light. I love it. That's about unity right there. Having universal light, light for all. Okay, not just for some people, not just for those deemed good. And, because when you deem certain people as dark, or if you deem a group of people as this or that, or unlike you or not you, that is going the opposite direction of universal light. So universal light, that is the way you're going to get to your twin flame. Beautiful. So how can they do that? So how can what's the answer? How? What's the answer? How does the divine feminine accomplish this universal light? So just do one card, please. One card. How does divine feminine accomplish this universal light? How? Oh my goodness, who would have thought? Okay, I know what they're telling me here. Okay, it's moving into the sorrow. So it's almost like when you allow yourself to move into the sorrow, it's like that's where you feel everything. It's like when you really feel. So people in general outside of us, there's a lot of mixed emotions going on. And so when you feel into the darkness, okay, and you feel into the sorrow. Or a lot of that's coming up right now. A lot of that has to be released. And so when we do that, that's actually helping us to become universal light. Because sometimes you start to become very emotional and sad, especially during the full moon, and because you're helping them purge, okay? You're helping them to release, and also it's about having compassion for those who are going through such tremendous upheavals with everything going on, with all this change going on right in 2021. So so universal light, okay, that is all about feeling into, so the divine feminine has to dive, okay? You have to dive into the lower vibrations, okay? So it's not just about being at peace. The divine feminines, our job is to dive into the lower vibrations, such as sorrow, all those different dark feelings of, it could be fear, it could be shame, it could be even where you're, what's the word? Um, like a super attached, or whatever it is, but whatever brings people sorrow, it's like that's where we do the most learning, when we dive deep into the abyss, okay? That is where we find the universal light. So let's get more on this. I need more. Why is this here? Why is sorrow here? How to get to the universal light? What do we have to do as divine feminines to be part of the universe? It's almost like accepting that part of you is what they're telling me. That's interesting. The miser reverse. So also it's not about keeping your treasure. So your wisdom. It's not about keeping your wisdom for yourself. It's about sharing your wisdom. Um, yeah. Um, that's interesting. Okay. So when it comes to sorrow and the miser, it's like you're sharing in, it's like how with some people, it's like you look at them as others and say that's not mine, or like I want nothing to do with that. Well, in it's almost like you're here saying, look, I have all these treasures, and I have all this wisdom, and you pitiful people over there are like not getting it. Like you're not awakened, you don't have what I have, you don't have this wisdom, you're just not getting it, you're ignorant, that type of thing, right? And so it's like becoming the universal light is way more than that. It's not only, yes, it's okay to have these treasures, it's okay to have this wisdom, you worked hard for it, but it's also about sharing. Well, it's not even about sharing the wisdom. Yes, you can, but it's also taking on perspectives of them. So like even the sadness and the anger, and when you it's like when you're in the 3D, it's like you have to, like that's the last stop. So the 3D, that's like the hardest part of this journey, right? From the 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D. Okay, those were the easier dimensions to live in because there was a lot of peace. But now we're in the third dimension where there's so many different perspectives in the world. There's so many different types of ways to look at things. Okay. And so they're saying that when you become the universal light, it's like universally you take on and share with everybody's, it's like you look at everyone and say they're me, so this is a part of me. So so let's just say you're like, oh, I'm very wise, I have all this inner wisdom, I did all this work, and this person over here, they didn't do any work, and they're just, but actually it's you. So this could be a part of you that you need to integrate. So this could be you as an inner child, right? This could be your inner child crying. This could be you as your ancestor. This could be your ancestor crying, your past lives. Okay. And they're coming to you for a reason. Okay. And you have to integrate and heal that part of you. And that is how to become the universal light. Very, very high dimensional stuff here. Okay. Um, but that's what I'm getting. But we're going to grab one more card. Let's do one more, that how to become the universal light. We'll just grab this deck. We'll see what it has to say. How else to become the universal light? That's a tall order, but again, it's not about the success, right? Because the world's going to keep expanding. It's like you never ever get to the finish line. That's not why we came down here. It's like almost like a never-ending computer game. Yeah, it's also about discovering your life purpose. That's interesting. Discovering your own life purpose. Okay, well, this is what they're telling me. This is your life purpose. Your life purpose is to be the universal light. Okay, so the universal light is being in unity with everyone. So, whatever that means to you and how to get there, but the way I'm reading these cards during the spiritual awakening is it's not about just accepting certain people as unified with you, just like, oh no, just those groups of people, like anyone who believes in this, I unify with. That's not being universal light. So, universal light is feeling this way about everyone. At least, not agreeing, but at least knowing it's you and it's a part of you and that you created it. Okay? You created it from either a past life or your inner child, or your inner wounded self. Like you created it. So it's just a mirror. Hope that makes sense. Whew. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this chakra reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Thank you so much for all of my new subscribers. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.